A few weeks ago, we had a 2020 Sprinter to test, but it wasn't outfitted with any of the camping gear. Today, we're testing a 2020 Winnebago Revel. Pretty awesome camping rig, lifted up on BFG KO2s. This has a special lithium electrical system fitted to it that we'll talk a little about in this video. But basically, this is all the camping rig you could want or need. It's got a bed in the back, diesel as you can hear, all the big touchscreen and infotainment that you would want. This is my buddy Tom. He sold this to the owner. He's already driven it about 7,000 miles. You've got your bathroom, shower, bed in the back here, little pantry area, kitchen. Pretty awesome. What'll one of these set you back?
About 125,000.
Okay.
They're hard to come by currently.
We talked a lot about the base Sprinter a couple weeks ago. All of that is pretty much the same here. There's a few minor differences, manually adjustable seats, stuff like that. But what all does Winnebago do to make this kind of the ultimate camping rig and charge 120 grand for it?
So obviously the aesthetics on the outside, they lift it, all-terrain tires. Inside, plenty of conversion. My buddy Aaron that owns RoamRig, he's the owner of this RV, does a lithium conversion. So he adds 2, 4, 6 lithium batteries, depending on the package. Allows you to just camp without shore power for a much longer period of time. But naturally, due to its off-road abilities, people just like it because you can camp in places that you usually can't access.
Sure.
So you can go down 2 tracks. He's got some scratches on the side of it already from going down thin tracks.
Yeah, a little bit of dispersed camping. Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's got everything you need. Full bathroom. I think you went through it already, but full bathroom, full kitchen, place to rest your head. It's got AC. You can run it for hours on end with this lithium system.
Wow.
And it's just everything you need. It's got a full awning on the outside as well. Park wherever you'd like and enjoy the views.
Screens on the windows, you can open everything up, keep the bugs out.
Yep, and the back door is still open, so that can be entirely open as well.
Okay. This is so cool. This is the stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to get lost in one of these for a week or so.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's funny because I'm literally leaving for camping today, and we're taking the GX, and we're just tent camping. We're not doing a rooftop situation or anything, but seeing different ends of the spectrum. I mean, this is the way to do it because you can drive out, you can camp, you can off-road, you can drive to locations and hike. You don't have to have this huge cumbersome camper or bring a separate vehicle. This will kind of do it all. And as we saw in our last video, these Sprinters are pretty maneuverable. They have amazing turning radius. The 4-wheel drive systems in them are pretty capable. And fully loaded up, this thing actually still drives quite well. We're not going to be hustling it around with all of Aaron's stuff in here, but
yeah,
pretty impressive.
He's on his way back to the east side of the country, but he's been out in Idaho, Montana, Wisconsin. He's just getting around, he and his dog.
Yeah. You can tell how much he's been driving with how much the map is zoomed out.
Yeah.
You can hear the diesel working a little bit harder to get us up to speed.
Yeah, one thing Winnebago does, for some reason, they modify the exhaust so it comes out the passenger side in front of the rear wheel. And I know it's on his schedule too. He already sourced an OEM exhaust
Okay.
So he's going to put that back to factory.
Is it like underbody packaging reasons or something like that, or?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It might have to do with the tanks.
Okay.
Because there are, freshwater gray tanks and black tanks.
All right.
So it may have something to do with that.
That's pretty cool. I mean, you think about everything that Winnebago does on this, and then you add that onto the price of one of these to begin with, and it's not bad. They hold their value pretty well in the used market too.
More so than normal campers, just because they are unique.
Yep.
So they do hold their value better than most campers, which is not saying much.
Yeah. These things are fun to drive. You have such great visibility, you feel like you're kind of over the front wheels. Very European driving experience, of course. Man, I might have to get one of these someday. This is so cool.
They're very sweet.
This is it.
There aren't many RVs that make me feel that way.
Yeah.
I need one. There are very few, honestly. But this is, I could get lost in this.
I know. And the thing is it's kind of the right size. It's not so big that you just can't take it and park it at the grocery store. Take this thing anywhere, except for a parking garage. It's just too tall. You're not going to be holding up people on a back road in this thing. Probably enjoy it a little bit. I don't know how well he has everything strapped down back there, but I assume Aaron drives this pretty fast.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. If you go way back onto the Winding Road channel, he had the Factory 5 Cobra that we filmed, and he sold that. And since then, he started his own business. And then, of course, you get on the highway, radar-guided cruise.
You can find those in anything nowadays.
I know, yeah. I mean, all the comforts and amenities of a modern vehicle. I wonder what kind of gas mileage he gets in this.
It said 13 miles per gallon.
All right.
Before it said pre-filled washer fluid.
That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it did say 13 miles to the gallon. And of course, like one of the best infotainments, super easy to control. Lots of integration with maps and stuff that you can do in this Mercedes system. Yeah, 13 miles to the gallon. Average speed 55 miles an hour.
That's pretty good.
That's amazing.
All things considered.
Yeah. I mean, in the stock one, we were doing about 16 to 18. So if you're only taking a 3 mile per gallon hit with all the stuff on the roof, and granted, both of these Sprinters were lifted, and this just has, I don't know how many pounds of extra stuff in it, but probably quite a bit.
Yeah, and he may be doing some idling to charge the systems.
Yep. It still handles well.
Yeah.
I mean, I figure in an RV, anything near 10 is pretty decent.
Oh, yeah. He can do 2, 4, or 6 lithium batteries, different packages. He adds an auxiliary alternator that helps charge the system. He usually does each one that he does for customers. He does an entirely new, it's almost like a dash, but it's in the back for controls.
Okay.
The longer the cables are that run from controls to batteries, you have more parasitic draw or loss or drain.
Sure, okay.
So he centralizes everything in one place. It's near all of the batteries. I mean, he really maximizes the storage and abilities. He just wants, his goal is really to allow people to dry camp, which is camping without shore power or water hookup or anything like that.
Yep.
His goal is really to extend the people's ability to dry camp, so they can dry camp for longer periods of time.
Awesome.
Which is the goal with the Revel. Get off the grid, not go to a campsite or in a parking lot. but to go out into the wilderness and dry camp.
That's awesome. And Aaron, he's an engineer. He was an engineer at FCA, quit his job, got frustrated with corporate culture, started his own business, and that's where he is with this now.
Yeah, and it's
that's awesome.
I think it'd be safe to say he grossly underestimated the demand for something like this.
Well, overlanding, camping, like this is all the rage right now. Everyone wants to do it. Everyone's getting into it, and I think a lot of people, like, when they're done building up their GX or their 4Runner or their Land Cruiser, they graduate into something like this that actually has a ton of space and can still do the off-road stuff. But, you know, you could fit a couple people in here, even a small family, and be perfectly comfortable without having to go to like a full camper van.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, he removes a lot of the factory stuff from both Mercedes and Winnebago. He takes out about 300 pounds of just cables and batteries and control panels, and the system he replaces it with is about half that weight.
Okay. Yeah,
so
lithium is a lot lighter.
Yeah, and weight's a very big concern for RVs.
And he has some more plans with this too, just to increase its off-road ability. He's probably going to upsize the tires a little bit, increase the lift, get a little bit more ground clearance.
Yeah, it's very common that people like swap out the wheels and tires pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I think really, I mean, if you go too much bigger with tires, you probably have to worry about gearing a little bit, but I don't know, these diesels are awesome. They've got tons of torque. The power on this feels great today with everything that it has on it, so. Cool. Well, thanks to my buddy Tom for hooking up this drive. Aaron was literally just in town. He slept in your driveway. So we'll also show the maneuverability of this here. The turning radius on these things is just insane. It's really, I mean, it's almost like it's turning on the rear wheels. Yeah, you can see you've got cameras, 360, or not, you have 360 view? No, you've just got a lot of rear view cameras. But for the size of this thing, once you get comfortable driving it, it is super easy to place and use. Cool. It's so cool. I love it.
So you've got a screen that comes down from the top.
Yep.
But you can also put out this awning. This folds out so you can have a table out here.
Nice. All this stuff is just so cleverly packaged.
Here's your tank fill.
Yep.
Fresh water drain, and then winterizing valve.
Exterior lights. What do you guys think? Should we review some more RVs for the channel? This is my best friend Tom. He sells these things for a living at General RV. Yeah, lots of controls here for the awning and lights. I'm not going to open up the bathroom. We'll let Aaron have a little bit of privacy there. He's not in there, but he's got lots of stuff in there. Ladder for the roof. Oh wow, there's a ton of storage. Oh, so the bed is just above all this. Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
But you can open this up so it's just a screen. You can't put this open.
Wow.
There's a ladder on it, even though the roof is not walkable.
Well, if you need to like service anything.
Yeah, and visually inspect it, which is important to at least get your eyes up there every once in a while. But you can also, there's a storage rack up there that you can put stuff on.
Cool.
Windows are expanded just for sleeping ability.
Yep. Oh yeah, give you a little bit extra headroom.
Yep.
Sweet. Do those open up, pop out?
They may though.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. That'll wrap it up for this one. And check out RoamRig if you're looking for a lithium conversion for your Winnebago Revel. We'll throw a link in the description too. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Take care.